Hello and welcome back to another Classic WoW The Burning Crusade video. Today I'm going to talk about the level 58 boost and why it could be way worse for the health of TBC than you actually think. This boost can potentially destroy the game, and yes, I mean that in literally every sense of the word, and in this video I'll talk about exactly that. So I just watched DESTROY's video on the subject covering basically tailoring alts and how this boost would affect the economy through people using the boost, skilling up tailoring and pumping out primal mooncloth, spellcloth and shadowcloth, and he makes a lot of good points on how that equates to buying gold and how much value you can get from buying this boost and doing that strategy instead of buying gold. And for this video I want to talk about something else as well about the boost that is massive and hasn't been talked about a lot, and that is botting, but I'll get to that in a later part of the video. Before that, I want to cover the positives of the boost itself, just so you guys know that I don't only see the negative things about the boost, I do know there's some positive sides, and I know this is why Blizzard is adding it to the game. They just make it way harder for themselves because there's way more work they have to do now if they want to actually help the game with this boost. So basically the positives of the boost is that if you didn't play Classic, but you want to play TBC, this is a fantastic way to skip the leveling content and go straight into TBC. Basically, if you don't want to go through level 1 to 58 or level 1 to 60 basically, because it is a lot of time effort to do that, and not everyone has that time, and not everyone wants to do that either, you can now just buy the boost, and that way you can play with your friends right away. So you can play with your friends in TBC even if they played Classic and you have not played Classic, you can use the boost to get straight into the action. Another positive thing is that there's only one per account, which I think is put in place to actually make it a bit restrictive, so people can't abuse this, but people will still abuse it, because you can still open several accounts and use the boost. The only thing is that you have to pay the monthly sub, but people are absolutely willing to do that. So let's talk about the negatives. Well, first of all, you have the tailoring cooldown alts that will destroy the profitability on those cloth. But not everyone cares about that, but it's a huge thing. Those cloth are used in many high-end crafts, literally end-game crafts and best items. And also, for alchemy, people will destroy that market as well, on the primal might as well. That will be completely destroyed if people abuse it enough. And second of all, there is a much lower barrier to entry for bots, as they can now skip level 1 to 58 and go straight into outland farming. This is a much larger issue than you might think, because the level 1 to 58 is a huge time sink. Now yes, they are botting the experience, or they're botting the leveling experience as well, but while they are doing that, someone might catch them in the open world and report them, and there's a chance they get banned before they reach level 60. Now with this boost, let's just put yourself in a bot's perspective. You buy a level 58 boost, you go straight into Outland, you can farm stuff while leveling, you can basically just start farming straight away, and if you get banned, as long as you made enough profit to buy another boost, you can just open up a brand new account, buy another boost, and jump straight into farming. Now before this, botters would have to bot the leveling experience, so for every single bot they would have to use, they would have to level from level 1 to 60, or from level 1 to whatever level they are farming at, which is a huge time sink. Now that time sink is removed, so there's going to be a lot more bots around, and a person that was previously using 50 bots would have to re-level those 50 bots as well after they get banned. Now you can just boost those bots up to level 58. Now sure, this boost is going to cost some money to do the boost itself, but the way Blizzard has been banning bots, this will absolutely be profitable for every single botting operation out there. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more bots in Classic WoW TBC than we did in Classic WoW. And for TBC, you have so many instanced gold farms and also open world gold farms. Basically, there's a lot of different gold farms in TBC, and there's so many opportunities for bots to take advantage of those farms. And with this boost being available, you can skip the only barrier to entry for bot, which is the leveling experience. That is the only barrier to entry. The second barrier to entry is how much profit you make before you get banned, and as long as you make enough profit to actually sell some gold and to buy that boost, you can just restart the entire process. And then on your next account you just buy the boost, jump straight into action, you never have to level again, you just farm. If you get banned, you boost another one, you go and farm again, and do that on repeat. So my main point there is that the only barrier to entry for bots have been removed, and they can now just farm 24/7, and if they get banned, well, that doesn't even matter for them. It's a small setback in terms of they have to buy one more boost, but that is nothing for a botting operation that is making massive profit. So by adding this boost, they are making botting a lot more popular for the game itself, and you're going to see a lot more bots. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to see a lot more bots, so if you thought Classic WoW was a shit show, this is going to be way worse, so be prepared for that. So basically, by adding these boosts, Blizzard is making it way more difficult for themselves to actually handle the botting operations, or the botting that is happening in the game. And if you've been playing Classic, you know they haven't really handled this too well, and there's still bots to this day in Classic WoW, making tons of gold and selling it for real-life money. So gold selling will also be at a peak in TBC, compared to Classic WoW, because there's going to be way more bots because of the way Blizzard is going to handle it. The only way they're going to fix this is by actually hiring more people and being way more hands-on with banning bots over time, so they have to ban a ton of bots all the time, and the second you ban a bot, he can just buy another boost and jump straight into action. The only way they're going to fix this is by doing IP bans, but even then, people can set up virtual machines and also use IP blockers to actually do stuff and get around that as well. So even the IP ban wouldn't really fix anything. The only thing that would fix something is doing a hardware ban or adding like a recaptcha in the game itself, so people can't actually bot. People can't actually bot unless they are doing some crazy stuff. But yeah, they're making it way more difficult for themselves, and based on how they handled botting in Classic, I am not being too optimistic about them being able to fix this one either. So in my opinion, this boost is going to introduce a lot more bots to the game itself. The only barrier to entry, which is leveling, has been removed, and now the bots can just farm gold on repeat, and as long as they make enough profit to start over again, they buy another boost and do that as well. Now, I have a solution, and that is adding a couple of fresh TBC servers, where people have to start from level 1, and there's no boosts and no transfers available, while keeping the current servers the way they are. That way, people who don't care about the economy being ruined by a literal army of bots can stay on the current servers, do their raids and have their fun, while those of us who want a more fresh experience, without boosts and without a ton of bots, can have that as well. And on these servers, you would have to start at level 1, there's no boosts, never any boosts, and never any transfers, so the only way to be on that server is to start from level 1. You can't do anything else, you can't get to that server without starting fresh, so you start with nothing, no gold, no anything, nothing from your previous experience, and yeah, I think that would be a much preferred experience for a lot of people. There's a massive outcry for fresh servers right now, and I think this could be a way to go, because this way Blizzard is still making their money, as some people will still stay on the current servers, actually a lot of people will, but maybe 10% or 5% start on those fresh servers, and then you keep everyone happy. So that is my solution to the problem itself, and also why bots or the level 58 boost can be very destructive for the game. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Am I overreacting? Am I being on point? I'm not really sure, but I think I'm being on point. I could be overreacting, but we don't really know until TBC comes out, and we can see for ourselves. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, helps spread the information, helps spread the message, and just like Stay Safe said, hashtag stop the boost. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, subscribe for more TBC content, and that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.